Mr. Jones. I know there's a long line in front of you, so let's see.
There is a long line. Look at the people here tonight. Good evening, everybody. You all should have a copy of the DPW activity report. As you can see, we've been rather busy, and the weather kind of made us busier. We made one run on brush, and periodically there's some shows up, so we'll go back out and pick them as needed. But could have been a lot worse, so I think we kind of dodged a bullet on that one. We'll see what goes on this week with this humidity and warm weather. Also, currently, Manfred had some issues on the other side of Kenny's. They were running a lateral line across, and apparently the boring machine hit the sewer, so in turn, while they were digging the sewer up, they hit a cork and poked a hole in the water main, so there's no water from the castle up to, I think, Higgins's or TI agency in that area. They're just about done. The water should be back on here within the next, I'd say, 15, 20 minutes. So everybody's been very patient. We knocked on doors, let everybody know. And I also let the girls know, but they're working on that as we speak. And other than that, I think that's all I have. Oh, one more thing. The flagpole has been straightened, repaired, and painted, and hopefully sometime this week we'll get over there and get that back up in the air and fly in old glory again.
That was fast, thank you.
Yeah, yep. Got a good crew. Mike worked on it. We cut the bottom section where it was bent and got another section of pipe, re-welded it, painted it. It looks good.
Super. Thank you. Any questions for Terry?
Just want to say thank you for all the work, making the village look beautiful.
Thank you.
And for you guys working on the weekends too, getting to pick up the trash.
Yeah, they did a great, actually they did, I got a lot of compliments about the fireworks. What a great job they did, and very attentive, and I think we had 3 of ours and 2 of theirs, and they did a really, really good job. So makes things a lot easier when you got more manpower.
Oh, absolutely it does. Yes.
I was curious if you have on the list of things to do some additional mulch for.
Yes, I have that on my list. Ron, you let me know what a good, because you want to make it kind of like a, a volunteer or group thing.
I would like to. You could try.
Okay,
Yeah.
because if that's the case, it'll probably be on a weekend. I would assume you'd want to do it on a weekend, or maybe not, I don't know. Weekend, it's tougher to get people, because somebody's going to have to be here to either load with the tool cat or the loader to help to bring a truck over, or wheelbarrows. I don't know how you really intend to do it. Usually what we do is we dump the mulch right over here in the parking lot, and then what we've done in the past is take the tool cat in there and spread it, and then just rake it out. So
I was envisioning that the volunteers would just be raking stuff out.
okay,
I wouldn't want to get them involved in it. But,
with wheelbarrows and all that.
well, wheelbarrows not so much, but any motorized things, maybe a liability.
Okay.
No.
Well,
But we
if
need
you know,
a definitive date if we're going to do that volunteer thing.
I can get it might take me a week or 2. So you let me know. I can get the mulch anytime,
Who's
really.
going to get the volunteers together?
And
I
then
can try. I think that I have some help.
I'll be your
Okay.
All right, there you go.
and then we'll.
I'll be there too.
So if you want to pick a weekend sometime, or get with me, and I'll try to organize a couple of my guys to be there, run tool cats and wheelbarrows and whatnot, and we'll be there to assist you.
Yeah, I think I'll just put a thing on, or ask somebody to put something on for the river moms, and I think we should get some people.
Okay.
We, obviously it's too soon, but we don't want this weekend because it's poker run. The weekend of the 24th could be quiet within the village, just from a festival perspective. And when is the boat show? Is that the 1st?
Yes.
All right, so we don't want to do it the boat show weekend either, which would be the last and first week, 31st of July and the 1st of August. And I think after that, we're pretty clear on big festivals, generally. Just keep that in mind, please.
Did you get that other slide put back on?
We haven't yet. I I think maybe we did finally get the fasteners for it. That's what we've been waiting for, the fasteners. The company that we get it from isn't the quickest, but they're the only ones that deal with that playground equipment. So Bobby's got everything else ready to roll, so once we get them, we'll get it in.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Thanks, John.
Okay. Have a good evening and try and stay cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
Any questions on the police report?
No.
Any questions on the consent agenda, items 1 to 5?
I'll make a motion.
And a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 1 through 6. And then capital projects, any questions on that?
No.
Could I have a motion to accept that?
I'll make the motion to accept the.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Alrighty, so our next part of business is a change order for the water intake project. There was $176.91 left, and they will put that back into the contingency and field work for the big water project with Manford. So could we have a motion
I'll
for
make
that?
the motion.
And a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. We just got this letter in recently, maybe today, in reference for the boat show. They're requesting the same as usual.
Yeah, I noticed that they forgot to take the 26 off.
Yeah, yes, yes.
They didn't mention the $1,000 that we're charging for the doctors.
No, that we always, I think, put a comment.
Response to that?
We just put that in there when we respond,
Okay.
yes.
You want a motion?
Yes,
You okay, Bob?
Yes. I'll second. Okay.
yes.
I'll make the motion to accept the request from the Antique Boat Museum.
I'll
Great.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I sent you all a email recently in reference to a downtown business and allowing them to put their trash in the alleyway. This is, wait, I think you all have the letter in front of you,
Yeah.
which is what we do with the channel sign.
You
Oh,
guys
you
have
don't
that,
have
yeah.
This is what we do with the Legion. And I would like to do the same for that business.
Well, I'm all for it if you think that would help.
Well, I think it would help, as I stated, because then you won't have any bags being dragged across the river walk by by that particular business.
Is that what they're doing now?
Well, yes, they're taking it up to a dumpster up in the Cummings parking lot, is where it's going. And they're not open all winter, so they wouldn't be there in the winter.
I'm okay with it, Nancy, as long as we are going to enforce what they do.
Yes.
Because you recall, it took 2 years to get the drippings to stop dripping into the alleyway.
I don't
And that was back and forth, and yes, I'll take care of it, yes, I'll take care of it, and it never got taken care of until almost 2 years later.
Right.
So I'm okay with this, as long as they actually follow the rules and we enforce them.
Well, what we will do is to send them a letter very similar to what we did with the Legion, and giving them this is how it's done, and if it's not done according to our specifications, then they will get a visit. They did not ask for it. I was going to make this suggestion. I did have someone, David Grant, looked at the Riverwalk, and also he had many comments, but one of his comments was, everybody should have a rolling trash barrel, not bags. Yes, and there's no blame, just too bad we never thought of that 15 years ago to do that. And not everybody takes their trash up to Cummins. So, okay, thank you. Let's see. Meter attendants are doing an excellent job for us this year. We're not hearing nearly the comments that we've had in the past. When they both started, I asked both of them to go and walk on the river walk and make sure that teenagers and children were not disturbing the river walk, were not taking their bikes along there and doing wheelies and whatnot, so they do that frequently. They go to Frink Park at times and just pick up, and they take their wipes and they are cleaning off the birdie mess off of meters as needed. So they're doing a very good job. They're part of the community, and what is nice is when you're part of the community, you put in a little bit more effort. And we see that the dock guys, they take care down at Rotary Park. They're the ones that take care of that grass. They have their own mower. They bring their own fertilizer down. They tell people don't leave your dog here. In fact, don't let your dog mess here. And they're very proud of that area. So we see that when people have a vested interest in their position, they're doing better. So, charity poker run is this week. I will check back in with Bob. He did ask if they could possibly have a few spots over on the floating docks for boats, and I had said yes. So I'm going to check back in with him and see if he still needs it. It was only like 3 or 4 at the most.
We did that last year, didn't we?
We gave them permission, but they didn't use it. But they have more boats this year. And I don't know if I stated at the last meeting that the poker run gave us 3 AEDs. So we have one now at Mary Street, one at Rotary Park, and one here because this one was going out of date. So that was very kind of them. Yes.
Yeah, they're expensive.
So we also need to possibly get another workshop together for Airbnb, but predominantly we need to start talking about the traffic patterns that you would like to change. So maybe Rob, I know you work in the summer, are you?
I'm very available.
Okay, all right. So maybe we will get together over the next couple of days to just discuss what we need to do to get this rolling. And Meredith had commented that she would do some graphics for us, but I don't know where that's sitting right now, but I'll find out from her. Look.
You took an interest in it when you joined.
Yes.
Do you need anything from me?
Yes. All right, so let's get together this week and chat. We can even talk briefly or over the phone, just to start getting it rolling. The Airbnb, after our last workshop, I contacted the planning department with Jefferson County. They said the website was not up and running, and I contacted the woman who worked for Labella that we listened to when we went to Watertown for that seminar, and she referred us back to Jefferson County. So we're kind of in a holding pattern about that, but I still think we should do a workshop soon to keep the momentum going. Yes. So if we'd like to have a workshop before our next meeting, which is the end of July, I think that would work out. That would be good.
Like 27?
Yes. Does that work for everyone?
27?
Yes. We'll do that.
4 o'clock?
Yes. And hopefully we'll have more information by then. But if not, as Ron had suggested, we can go over some of his comments and Meredith's, et cetera, et cetera. And I think, as you all know, we have been busy downtown. Very busy. And I'm anticipating with the good weather, we'll be just as busy, we'll be very busy this weekend for the poker parties. Thursday night, Friday night, they have one down at the hotel. And then take off on Saturday. Trustee McDowell, do you have anything? Trustee Riddoff?
I just want to encourage everyone to take as good care as they can of our river walk. You know, cleanliness is an economic driver for us. Tourism community, and that's largely what we are. So I would appreciate it. That spill downtown is really unfortunate.
Very. Yes, it is.
We had no applications this month for planning or zoning that were acted upon. But I did want to say that I would like to see continued updates to the trustees about actions the village takes on complaints. Once a month again, so they can keep us informed. I know that everybody gets questions and everybody's anxious for us to resolve some of these. So, and I keep telling them that I believe that we are on the verge of correcting most of these.
Yes, we are.
And it just takes time sometimes to implement and change.
Yes. There have been a number of certified letters that have gone out to homeowners. One has been received, one business owner, and then the other one, it hasn't come back to us to see whether or not it's been received as far as cleaning up their area. But we will at least get the right-of-way cleaned up. That's the one on Riverside Drive.
Right, that one there has been getting some Facebook
Well,
discussions, for sure.
as in some regards it should, because it's quite,
Yeah, so I think that one there is what I was explaining, I think was what we need to take action upon
Right.
and not wait to 2027 before it's resolved. So I think that is something where Terry probably should jump into it.
well, Mike and I had a conversation about that today, because like I said, the certified letter's gone. So wherever the homeowner lives, and I don't know where the person lives. So I asked him, well, let's just go in and clean up the property. I was gonna say vacuum, cut the grass, but he's not 100% sure legally we can do that, because that's private property. But we can take care of the right of way. So he's gonna look into that one
I
more.
do believe our code would allow us that, but
I'm not sure, I don't know. I can't say yay or nay about it. If it says that we can, then we will.
yeah, as long as what it may not say is the procedure to
That
get
could
there.
be.
And if it doesn't, then we need to correct that. Because if we are to enforce, we need to have exact procedures so that everybody's being treated fairly too.
That is
So
correct.
they all have the same chance of correcting whatever it is that may be a complaint.
This complaint was
Yes.
registered in other towns too, and I think we all have the same lawyer, we do a 5-minute phone call to ask that question to verify for us.
I didn't realize there was even a question. I didn't realize there was a question as to whether or
Yeah,
not they had the right to
I
do
think in
something.
other towns, they send a get to the point where they send a registered letter, and then the town does it, or the village does it, and they bill them a lot accordingly. I mean, Alexander just raised it to $400.
So we'll look into that even further
Sure.
and make sure. Yeah,
That's why I was hoping
I-
through this continued updating the trustees to know how these are working. Because if they're not working, then we need to,
make a change,
make the procedures correct.
right.
Yeah. And that way it takes a lot of stress out of everybody.
There were letters, and this happened before the oil, but we did send letters to everyone on the Riverwalk of business. And they have been received, and Mike did get numerous calls about it, just saying, what have I done wrong? So people have gotten them and they've read them, which is good to see, yes.
I think there's probably a few of them, and I won't mention any of them right now, but that probably should be on the list that are not currently on the list. I think everybody has maybe one or two, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
So maybe we can help with that too. Thank you.
No, thank you. Any other comments or questions? Alrighty. So we'll have a workshop at the next meeting, and we'll have a update on the traffic pattern, how that's going to go, and then also on the Airbnbs. Could I, yes? Yes, please. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make the motion.
And a second?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
This is for the 27th, right?
Yes. Just before you all leave, I did have myself and Kevin did